Hey, you all right? How's it going? Let's just see if anyone else jumps on. Bit of a random one tonight. Just had a bit of spare half hour, so I thought I'd jump on and answer your questions. Here we go. A few more people are jumping on now. Let us all know how you're doing. Cheers for giving us the thumbs up. Right, let's start getting some questions into the comment section. We can get started. For some reason, 2 seconds, my comments aren't showing up. Let's see what's going on here. Where's the comments? Start firing your questions in, get them ready. Here we go, here's the comments then. God knows what happened there. So how's it going? Hope everyone's all right. Phil, Frank, Manuel, Shan, Taryn, how's everyone going? Here we go. So I'm all good, thank you. So tips for the jerry can then. So you want to obviously build on your grip strength. Remember to keep your shoulders retracted as you do it. Control your breathing as you're doing the jerry cans. Again, just build up your shoulder and grip strength, and obviously just your general fitness. So if you want to join the paras, then okay, so if you want to join the parachute regiment and you want to go through AFC Harrogate, they're very good now. So they've started something called Op Achilles, and they really prepare the soldiers now for, well, the junior soldiers to go through Harrogate and be really prepared. I think they've got something like an 80 or 90% pass rate now for junior soldiers who go through Harrogate, then go to Catterick for their phase 2, and then onto P Company while they're at phase 2. So there's a very high pass rate. So if you're looking at join in the infantry and the parachute regiment, then you are under good hands, okay, and they will get you ready. So what else we got? Okay, so in the Royal Armoured Corps, then choosing your regiment, you will join. You will choose to join either the Royal Armoured Corps or the Household Cavalry, because the Household Cavalry are slightly separate. If you join in the Household Cavalry, you will badge either Blues or Lifeguards in phase 1 training. If you join in the RAC, so the Royal Armoured Corps, you will join phase 1 as the RAC. You will pass out of phase 1 as the RAC. When you get to phase 2, you will then give you 3 preferences for 3 regiments within the RAC, whether that's light roll, armoured recce, or your heavies, so your tanks. After a few weeks being at Bovington, they will then tell you which one of your preferences you have got, and then that's the regiment you will go to. And then when you leave phase 2, you'll go on to that regiment. What's that of you to join? If I was to join a different regiment, what would it be? I don't know, to be honest. Good question. I've been the artillery in HCAV, and I'm happy with that. I'm joining the army. I don't know what to join as. I have 3 options I really like, but I don't know which one I want to do. You just got to continue to research those 3 options. You put down 3 preferences when you join anyway, but you need to just really think about what it is you enjoy, what is it you want to get out of the army, where would you like to be based, and all those sorts of things as well. Just really research the roles and just find out what appeals to you. That's the best way of doing it. And just take your time. There's no rush. You need to make sure that you choose the best option for yourself. Do you have to have perfect eyesight to join the British Army? No, I have a colour perception problem, so pretty much colourblind. People wear glasses. If you wear glasses, you'll get issued glasses within phase 1. So don't think you have to have 20/20 vision to join the British Army. It's not true. So don't worry about that. You obviously have to pass an eye test within whatever the goalposts are, which I don't know what they are, but you don't have to have perfect vision. Or for your assessment, there's not really much more you can do now. Your assessment is tomorrow. Hopefully you've put in all the effort and training, which I'm sure you have. Okay, just turn up confident in your ability. Don't be loud and gob off, but just be yourself. They are watching you from as soon as you arrive. Okay, listen to the instructors. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and just give everything 100%. Okay, really attack it. Don't walk away thinking you could have given more within the fitness test or whatever other assessments there are there. So just give everything 100%. I'm sure you put all the effort in, so I'm sure it's going to pay off. Best of luck. Is the infantry worth joining? Your recruiter is dead against it. It's not his choice. It's totally up to you. If you want to join the infantry, then join the infantry. Some of them are doing some really good things, especially with this Ranger battalion that's coming out. You've got Parachute Regiment, you've got the Royal Irish, you've got the Rifles, you've got PWR. There's some very good regiments out there. If it's what you want to do, then join the infantry. Don't let a recruiter talk you out of it. When starting phase 1, what would you say is a good amount of push-ups and pull-ups in a row? It's hard to say. It doesn't really matter too much. The old test used to be 44 press-ups, but we don't do push-ups anymore. So if you could do 44 push-ups, then you're at the old basic standard for the physical training test. So that's good. Pull-ups, I always say if you can do about 5 is a good amount of pull-ups. If you can do 5 strict ones, it doesn't matter. If you can't, they will get you up to standard though. So don't worry about that too much. Which regiments have the most deployments? I don't know about being really high up and seeing where the regiment's deployed, but a lot of them are deployed a lot, but it is quite even. So it's hard to say. They've all got their own areas of operations and exercises. So you can't say which one's deployed the most. Okay, you got your assessment around July time. Okay, so you've still got a good amount of time to train. So just continue to train. You know what the assessments are. Okay, you're going to be doing a 2K or a beat test. You're going to do a mid-5 pull and you're going to do a med ball throw. So just work on your upper body strength, especially your explosive power. Work on your lower limb strength. Working on your cardiovascular. Working on your speed, endurance. It's going to be the beat test. Make sure you've got the power, the acceleration, and the de-acceleration so you can do your turns correctly. Practice the turns for the beat test. And just be confident, research your job roles, research the British Army, and research where you want to be. Put in the hard work now. Ensure that you're adding in progressive overload. You're putting stress onto the body, so you're adapting each time. Okay, so each week your training is getting harder, whether that's with time, volume, intensity. Okay, are you increasing reps? Are you increasing rate or weight? Are you increasing distance? Are you increasing speed? Are you increasing time on your training sessions? You don't have to increase all of them. You only have to increase one, but are you doing that each time you train? No worries. I'm glad I put your mind at ease. I can't really say what is a good 5K run time. If you pass the assessment centre, then you're at the base level of what you need to be at. Everyone would see different 5K run times, good or bad. Me personally, I think if you're running between 18 and 22 minutes, you're running a really good time. If you're running between 22 and 25, you're running a good time. Sub 18 is obviously an absolutely ridiculously fast time. Anything over 25, I would say you need a little bit more work on, but it's still a decentish time. Okay, so phase 1 infantry, what comes after that? It depends. If you're joining a junior soldier, you'll go through Harrogate and then you go through Catterick. If you're just joining as a later entry soldier, so a normal regular soldier, then you're just going to do all your phase 1 and phase 2 at Catterick, and then you're going to go off to battalion. All right, Damien, mate, do you do whatever you feel you want to do. Never listen to anyone else's opinion. Yeah, just do what you want to do. I have my assessment in the morning for the Royal Irish Rangers. Any tips? I've already answered that. I think you've asked that question about 3 times about your assessment tomorrow. Just give it 100% now. There's not much more you can do, training or anything, so just give it 100%, and let's hope you've prepared well, which I'm sure you have. Manuel, I don't know. By sounds of it, you're going to have to re-go for the application, but I'm not part of the recruitment team. I'll get in contact with them online and speak to them and see what they say. But I can't really answer that. Smoking will not stop you getting into the army. If you want to smoke, smoke. I recommend against it. But if you want to smoke, you can smoke within the army. There is no ban on smoking in the army. Good. Give 110%, mate. That's really good. I've recently had a minor operation and been medically deferred, but handed in my note to go back to recruitment. How can I catch up to everyone else? Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Just concentrate on yourself. You know what the assessments are for the assessment centre, so just start training. If you've had an operation, are you seeing a physiotherapist? Are you seeing a specialist? Are you good to train? Get a program in place and train hard. King Gamer, how's it going? Chris, how's it going? Good to see you on. Right, that question about you can't smoke during basic training, you can smoke during basic training. They can't stop you from smoking. You're allowed to smoke at basic training. You would only be able to smoke roughly when they say, because you have a lot of lessons going on and you have to smoke within the smoking areas. But they can't stop you smoking for the entire basic training. If you want to smoke, smoke. Liam, congratulations. That's amazing on losing 150 pounds. Can we all please congratulate him? With the loose skin, I don't see why it'd be a problem with you joining the army, but being not part of the recruitment team or the medical team, I wouldn't be able to say. I'd say that's obviously a medical thing. Just because you're loose skin, does that stop you in any way? I wouldn't say so, but I would just say apply, go for it, be confident. You've done an amazing thing there, so just go for it. When's the army opening up for Commonwealth? Good question. I do not know. Watching from the pole. Hello, how's it going? Any tips for Gurkhas in the COVID situation? I don't know during COVID, but just go for it. Love the Gurkhas, hard working. Very good. Go for it. If you smoke, just join. It doesn't matter. They're not going to stop you unless you have some underlying disease or something like that, medical issue. But actual smoking will not stop you from getting in. What's my Snap? I don't have Snapchat. Oh, no, that's you two talking. Keep chatting over Snapchat. That's cool. If you want to chat to people who are joining the army, joining the military, like-minded people, you can join my Discord channel. There's about 4, 5, 6 people in there now, either going through phase 1 now, in phase 2, or joining the military. And we all just chat away, give each other tips and advice. If you want to get on, just join as a channel member and you'll be able to join our Discord channel. Video on SRR. I could do a video on SRR. It'd be very limited, not having gone through their selection or been in SRR. So I could do it like I've been doing the other sort of trade videos on the other trades within the British Army. Obviously, SRR is obviously very secret, so it's very limited knowledge on it, and I can't really give any advice on how to pass it. But it's something I could look to do in the future. There's a lot of things you could do without a pull-up bar. You could use a table. You could do an Australian pull-up, like an inverted row, bodyweight inverted row on a table or a side or something like that. You don't have to have a pull-up. I'd recommend investing in a pull-up bar, but you don't need one. Best way to get your running speed up. It's really hard to answer, Lewis, because there's so many variables that come into it. But you want to work on your lower limb strength, work on your power, your acceleration, and then just all-round cardiovascular system. Okay, your cardiovascular fitness, improving on that aerobic and anaerobic system, and just constantly adding progressive overload into your training. Just working on your short distance running, but also your longer distance running, so you're building up that foundation. You could, yeah. You haven't got to own a pull-up bar. You could go to a park. There's lots of pull-up bars that are actually out and about nowadays. Damien, if you've got your start date for training and you want to go infantry now, it's most probably too late unless you pull out your application. Get in touch with your careers management officer and ask them that question. They will be able to best advise you. Job, if you join in the RTR, you will do your training down in either Winchester or Purbright or AFC Harrogate if you're a junior soldier. You will then go to Bobby to phase 2. Catterick is for infantry only. Doesn't matter where you're based. If you live in Northeast, that doesn't make a difference on where you will do phase 1 training. You will do phase 1 wherever that unit does phase 1. Anyone can join the SAS. If I fail the interview, does a paratrooper do parachute jumps? No, I don't think you can fail the interview. Yeah, they do jump in. The parachute regiment. Just you're still a recruit when you join in phase 2, so don't let your discipline slack. Keep on top of it. So apparently they stop you smoking at AFC Harrogate. I didn't know that. It's news to me. I'll have to try and get some more information on this, see if it's actually true. But yeah, maybe they have. I'll see if I can get any information on it. But I know you can still smoke at Purbright or Winchester. Right, so those wanting to know what 2K time you need to join your chosen trade, head over to the British Army, go to that job role within the British Army. It will tell you what the entry-level standards are for your fitness test. So just go to that British Army website and they will let you know. So I can't give you off the top of my head for every job role what 2K runtime you need to get. If you're a woman, you want to join the army is open up all job roles to women, so join whichever job role you want to join. Rebecca, how is it going? Maybe we can get a chat in the Discord later if everyone's about. If not, we can do it like tomorrow evening or something. I'm assessment in 6 weeks. Do you roughly know how long after I receive my job offer? So when you go through the assessment centre and you pass, and they say you can join the chosen job role that you've chosen, it's completely different for everyone on when you will get a start date. So it will depend sometimes on what grade you get, and it would depend on what spaces they have available at the training establishment for your job role. So it's hard to say when you will actually join. It could be pretty much right away. It could be a little bit later on down the line. John, if you want to join the Discord, you join as a channel member, click the join next to Craig Coleman and subscribe. So where you subscribe to the YouTube channel, click join, small monthly fee, and you can join the Discord channel. Anyone can join the SAS. If you want to go UK Special Forces, they are open to try service, any unit, just attempt the briefing course. As long as you pass that, you can then go on to selection. A couple more questions and I'm going to shoot off. It's been good. It's just the last minute before I jump on. It's been great answering your questions and getting to know you all again. So if you're joining the parachute regiment, okay, you want to be fit, you want to be fast, you want to build an aerobic system. Just concentrate on passing the assessment centre, passing the minimal standards, okay, and then you can look to improve yourself, okay, but you want to ensure you're fit, okay, you want to be strong and conditioned to help prevent any injury. You want to include in, so your long steady state runs, a little bit of HIIT training, some strength training, and your shorter, faster runs, okay, some steady state sort of runs, your medium sort of interval steady sessions as well. You want an all-round good training program, okay? So if you're joining the army, it's not about how far can I run or shall I just run a 5K in this time, okay? You want to be the all-round athlete, okay? Prepare yourself correctly. Don't just 2 weeks before you've got assessments there go, oh, I better start training now. I need to get fit. Give yourself plenty of time. Get a proper training program written down and set up. Train correctly. And train smart, really. That's something I'll be doing in the future. My online coaching will be starting up again soon. So I will be doing training programs and stuff and start online coaching for those people who want to join the military or the army. So last question then. Let's have a look. Okay, so if you want to further your education, this is a good question. If you want to further your education in the British Army, it's actually really good at it now. You do get funding, so after you've completed your minimum of 4 years, you can get quite a bit of funding to go towards courses. When you first join, every year you can get £175 to go towards courses. If you've got, if you want to improve like your English, maths, and IT, it's actually quite easily doable. You can head down to the education centre and you can continuously try and get yourself on courses, or you can do a lot of things in your own time as well. So if you do want to improve your education, there's definitely a lot of options too. I'm going to call it there. It was just great jumping on with you, answering a few questions. I'm going to take a week or two off YouTube now due to being away next week, and I've got a lot of other things going on in the pipeline to give you a lot better content, and I've got a few other little things going on like the online coaching. The apparel's got some new items coming in as well, so Tactical Warrior apparel. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And give us a comment below, and I will be back again soon. Like I said, I'm going to take a little break now, but I will be back as soon as I can. Cheers for watching.